Sports Radio, 610 WFNZ. Also on the west side, Jack's providing a tractor trailer in the South Park area. Chopwin Dixie for fresh ground beef, now super low, 88 cents a pound.
The Hornets try to snap a 3-game losing streak tonight against the Orlando Magic, who are in town to take on Charlotte.
Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, a state renowned for its basketball talent. We're here for a critical Eastern Conference matchup. It's the Orlando Magic and the Charlotte Hornets. These Southern Rebels have been squaring off ever since they entered the league in the late 1980s. The Magic are stacked with superstars, and the Hornets, they buzz at home. This could be a matchup of two playoff teams, Carlton. Not only do we have a great game, but we check out the virtuosity on and off court of Grant Hill, count down the top 10 players of all time, roll our way through mad skills, and check out all the news and moves in NBA Zoo. So whatever you do not go away, and keep it raw.
Every night. There's 24,000 fans there cheering us on, and we're televised either locally or regional or nationally almost every game. And we've got a lot of high expectations, and our coaches and players know that. It's been quite some time since a schoolboy player from the big city has raised as much national attention as this switch-shooting left-handed guard from Rego Park Queens has.
Sometimes there's a game in my corner that I'm deep into my head, so it goes all like Zen-like. And check this out. I'm seeing Anderson, Robinson, Van Exel, and my man Sam Cassell playing ball with my guys pretty well. And it's all about ball. And it's crazy, right? I mean, all in my head, you think I'm crazy, right? No, I'm not crazy. I know what's real.
Anderson off to the race. He just gives us a big look. He's got a lot of energy into his game, and when he finishes off of a great pass, off a great fast break, either gives himself an easy layup or someone out of his teammates, it really provides us with a big lift.
Here's Anderson driving through the lane and scores.
Up-tempo game has helped me. Creativity, has helped others on the team, getting well, guys in good situations. My scoring opportunities has opened up, so it's a fine fit for me.
They're down 5, 6.5 to go. Reggie against Curry. On the drive to the baseline, beats Curry for the layup. Leading the play.
I guess beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, and I love our basketball team, and I wouldn't want to trade him for any other. Hey, Kenny?
Yeah, what's going on? How's the road trip?
It's all right. What's all that? Are you having a party in my house?
Pardon? I'm just sitting there reading the book. I mean, hey, caught the game last night. Let me just put it this way. You're the best player in the NBA. I mean, those spin moves and the dumps out. You think I have to go outside and do some Tai Chi just to calm the
Well, you
party
are
down?
having a party. I swear, if you and your sloppy friends messing up my house,
Oh, thanks for being about cool. Hey, I didn't talk about. I'm down to the
Hardaway takes the three. Now Dennis Scott with the jump, and the shot's in the glove. And he hits it. Dennis Scott with 37 points in the ball game, 24 of them in the second half.
You got the ball just behind the three-point line. What'd you go through?
The biggest thing is just catching the ball and getting into my, what I call triple threat. Just getting my elbow in, getting my follow through straight, and keeping a great amount of concentration on my shot and pitching the ball going through the hole every time I shoot.
23 three-pointers away from the record with about 25 games left.
Well, I think the biggest thing is the grace of God of having me healthy this year. I think this is the first year in a long time I've been extra healthy. I have this big beast right here, man, next to me that loves to look for another double team. You see how crazy he is.
Firing off the pick, that's for three. Wow, did he shoot or what?
Oh, Dave, you New Yorkers kill me. Orlando are going to murder Charlotte tonight. What do you know? You like to eat fish and chips. Hornets are tough at home. You magic. Kind of stink on the road. Yeah, but we've won our last three on the road. We won our last three against you. And I seem to remember Charlotte losing the last three. Yeah, but those were away from home. We're kind of a streaky team. What, like bacon? No, not like bacon. We've hot at home. We've won 5 out of our last 6 games there. Yeah, but we won 9 out of our last 10 everywhere. You remember what happened last time you guys were here? In the NBA, they call the crowd the sixth man, but in order to hype up the crowd, we've got this room. Here you've got everything you need to get your crowd rolling. You've got music, you've got a soundboard. We're trying to put the opposition off, so over here, we've got some magnificent graphics. Show us something, man. Look at that. Defense. Defense. Love it. Courtside $70 single, the first to go to this big Southern rivalry. It's a sellout here in the biggest arena in the NBA. We've won 19 games here, the Hornets. We need this game for the playoffs. I sense a big upset here tonight. Yeah, but Orlando has won 11 out of the last 12, and they're feeling the pots. This is normally a high-scoring game, and the playoffs are at stake. So let's go with our announcers, Danny Ainge and Bob Neal.
Let's have a look at tonight's starting matchups, and there were some questions on these matchups as we look at them, Danny.
Well, yeah, Nick Anderson has a separated shoulder. He's going to get an MRI on his shoulder tomorrow. He was game time decision, as was Glenn Rice, who has tendonitis in his right shooting wrist.
Muggsy Bogues, of course, had that surgical knee, came back, it swelled up on him, and he's going to be playing every other game, basically, the rest of the year, because Charlotte needs him to back up Kenny Anderson. Particularly when playoff time gets here, Charlotte's in that 8th spot. Underway, Shaquille O'Neal over Matt Geiger. Orlando 2-0, and of course, Matt Geiger will have his hands full defending Shaquille O'Neal, and will be watching for the inside fouls all game long.
And, you know, Bob, that's even more difficult because Larry Johnson was double-teaming him, so they don't want Shaq to have his day on the low post, and so they're going to double-team him, and he still scores on the double-team, and that's a bad sign for the Charlotte defense.
Glenn Rice throws it away. Said he was fouled by Nick Anderson at the time. 2-0 Orlando. Orlando's 30-0 at home. 14 and 15, however, on the road. Charlotte has lost their last 3. They lost 3 out of 4. Charlotte's been on the road. Horace Grant. O'Neal over behind. Geiger took that rebound. Nice and pounded inside, but he traveled. I don't know about that. That didn't look like Shaq is angry. I don't blame him. That looked like a good drop step, power move dunk. You know, you're watching this replay. As Shaq goes, he just is bigger and stronger than Geiger. But Rice can't go after the ball aggressively. You think if the shooting is going to be hurt, but you can see he's trying to strip the ball with one hand. That's a good move by Shaq. That's that sore right wrist with Glenn Rice. Let's see how he works here. Flat shot. Obviously a little problem with him. He's not a flat jump shooter. 2-0 Orlando. Anderson. 3. This team can rain them on you. Well, Nick Anderson has a lot more to his game than the three-point line, but because of the great inside play of Shaq and Penny, he's had to become a better three-point shooter. More of his offense is directed in that direction. Speaking of good shooters, good scorers, Del Curry, the dribble around the curl to the free-throw line, and the first 2 points of the night for Charlotte, 5-2 Orlando. And believe it or not, Del Curry scares Brian Hill more than any other player. He's had some great shooting games against Orlando. There's the quick double team. The open man this time, Horace Grant. And Horace, as we all know from his Chicago days, really developed an excellent 18-foot jumper. Kenny Anderson from New Jersey, fitting in here at the point guard. Larry Johnson over Horace Grant. Always a good matchup with Johnson and Horace Grant. Well, Horace is going to try to play him one-on-one. Because of Rice and Curry's great outside shooting, they're going to have to try to play Larry Johnson one-on-one with Horace Curry. There's the double team on Shaq. The jump hook goes down. Shaquille has 4. Magic 9-4. As Kevin McHale used to say, Bob, when they double team you score, you should get 4 points. But 2 guys on him the first 2 times, and the double team's not even there. He's just turning and shooting right over him. Every time you say Kevin McHale, when you played with him in Boston, I think Black Hole nicknamed him, and that's Del Curry, who has 4. He earned it, that nickname. We didn't give it to him. Well, I'm going to bring it up later. He had a good line he told you about the reason he was the Black Hole. Double team, Grant reversing it. Anderson for 3. Horace Grant got the rebound. Wanted the foul. Anderson doing what he does best, and that's running. Geiger, offensive foul. Nick Anderson took the tough charge under the hoop. Charlotte. Just under 6 minutes to go, first period. Horace Grant. Somebody will have to get to him. That's an old story. He can shoot the shot. He has it. Well, you know, the problem is do you rotate to him and leave Dennis Scott open, or do you let Horace Grant shoot? Or do you let Scott take him one in the post? Yeah, how about this? They're worse perimeter shooters. You know, after you double team down low, they leave him open and he's not that bad. Right, at least he's only shooting 2s, where Scott Anderson could kill you with 3s. That's Nick Anderson's first personal. You mentioned Nick Anderson as Johnson goes back to the line again. Nick's playing with a sore shoulder, and he was questionable for this ball game. How about this for Nick Anderson? You talk about the fact that he's a good player. Nick is 2nd on the team in steals, 3rd in rebounding, 3rd in assists, 4th in scoring, and 5th in blocks. So you mentioned he's versatile. He's a very versatile player, and he's a lot better player than people give him credit for. I was trying to think of better shooting guards in the NBA, and I could only think of 4 in Jordan, Miller, Richmond, and Jimmy Jackson. I think are 4 shooting guards better than Nick Anderson. So Nick Anderson is a complete basketball player. Now, I might debate Jimmy Jackson. Would you want me to debate that? I'd let you debate it. You'd lose, but I'd let you debate it. I think we're going to win. Hornets lead it by 3. 5:24 to go in the period. Dennis Scott, defended by Rice. Dennis Scott. As soon as I saw Nick Anderson make that move, I thought, that's not Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson. It's a 1-point game. That was the quickest I ever saw Dennis go to his left hand into the hole. Larry Johnson has 11. Make it 13. He's on fire. Well, again, that was set up. They're trapped in the pick and roll. They want to stop Anderson's penetration. The rotation to the power forwards and the big guys is a little bit slow on Orlando's part. Now they're posting Horace Grant against Larry Johnson. cutting to the hoop. Penny Hardaway, Perry strips it away. And he gets the foul on Robert Perry. From out near midcourt drawing the Blues. Tied at 27. Bolts and Johnson. Muggsy left open. He's on a rebound. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you again, in case any of you've been on Mars, he's 5'3".
Well, Zeke did a good job of screening contact off the boards, allowing Muggsy to get all the way to the basket on that play.
Notice Grant's feeling that when he's looking for somebody in his face. Dennis Scott says, like this, for us.
Well, Dennis has been quiet. They haven't been rotating off him, but there's a loose ball. Keeps that streak alive.
Yeah, it's his first points in all three of them. Magic have the lead back again. 39 to go in the period. Muggsy low. Going to go right back to this well again. Behind the back! That would have been a beautiful assist. Here's Hardaway. Has to beat Rice. Shot. Pull up. 3! Dennis Scott had 8 last night. 2 tonight in a row.
Well, and 17 of his last 18 shots are threes, and you can see Penny is looking for him. Looking for him all the way for that three-pointer coming down the break.
Magic back by 4 now with a minute left to go in the period. Rafael Addison to Rice. Muggsy will leave him alone. Did Hardaway get a piece of that on the way up?
I don't think so. I think Muggsy just put the string on it, and that's the Achilles heel. There he looks for Dennis Scott again.
Scott gives it up to Anderson, who drains the three. Knocks that one down, and Larry has 17 points.
Well, he's been a monster in the low post. They're trying to handle him one-on-one until Muggsy got in the game, and then they started double-teaming him.
Larry Johnson got his hands on the ball, knocked it out of bounds, and it belonged to Brian Shaw and the Orlando Magic. Don't mess with one, Shaquille back in the game against Geiger. Geiger with 2 fouls. Dennis Scott. I don't know when I remember a three-point shooter, not include you in this, with some really great three-point shooters in the NBA, who've been as at ease as Dennis Scott has been in the last 8 or 10 games.
The guy shoots about 250 a day, he told me today. And he just shoots that ball so easy. He's so strong. And he shoots, like you said, the last 18 out of 19 shots have been threes. So that's a major focus of his game. And when he gets hot, there's nobody but him.
Steal by Darren Hancock, playing with the Blue. Both pitches Geiger. Dennis Scott steals that one. Grant, Shaquille, again, Muggsy Bogues. Oh, goodness sakes.
Muggsy thought about fouling him and grabbing him, but I think he would have felt like a gnat.
Muggsy thought about blocking it.
Muggsy sees Shaq coming down there. That's a good defensive strip by Dennis Scott.
59-48 Orlando, 2 minutes to go until halftime. Hardaway's all right, apparently. Nick Anderson, bang, hits the three. 62-48. That matches the biggest lead.
You know, Orlando's statistics don't even tell the whole story the way they've been playing. They've been ahead of teams. They were ahead of Philly last night. They were ahead of Portland by 30 points going into the fourth quarter. Down the stretch.
They've been blowing teams out. Glenn Rice must have loosened his wrist up a bit. That's the first Charlotte three-pointer of the night. Orlando 6-9 downtown. 19 to go in the half. Posting Hardaway, open man Anderson. Rice will run it down. Has Myers open. But Horace Grant came in there and took the ball away. Careless ball handling by the Hornets.
Well, Rice thought Muggsy was going to get it. Muggsy thought Rice was going to get it.
So they both threw it back in the table. Hardaway with 15 points. Rice. On the side. Rice only 2 of 7 tonight. Shaquille against Zedek. Zedek fouls him before the shot, I think. Here's Muggsy on the run. Charlotte with numbers. Oh, Larry getting it back that way. Shaquille rattles the rim. The shot blocked the roof. The scoreboard. My feelings. Well, Muggsy put Larry in a tough situation. He thought he was going to charge, but trying to get the ball back to Muggsy. What's Muggsy going to do if he does catch the ball back from Johnson? O'Neal's second dunk. 12 points for Shaquille, who's just kind of cruising thus far in this game. That's all he has to do. 4-second differential in the shot to the impact. Len Rice had to give it up. Good defense there. Zedek with the rebound and the putback. 13-point Orlando lead. That would have counted. It would have made a lot of highlight reels, but it missed.
Always Coca-Cola.
Join Green Flag National Breakdown right now and you can rely on fast, expert help 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, wherever you break down in the UK. Our controllers will not only work out your location, but also make sure that the right kind of help is sent immediately. We've over 6,000 highly skilled mechanics will be with you on average in just 35 minutes. In fact, we promise to be there in under an hour and give you back £10. Choose from 4 different levels of cover starting at just £28 a year. To join, ring now, 0800 000 111. Green Flag National Breakdown, raising the standard of our vehicle rescue. Cash flow, overheads. Oh, here comes some more bank charges. Oh, the joys of running a business. There's got to be something less painful. Gyrobank. UK's leading cash handling service charge less to handle my company's daily takings. That's bang on. Isn't it time you took the sting out of your bank charges? Gyrobank, moving money for business. The new Almira will take it for a test drive. Of course. Alone. Great fun to drive. Comfortable too.
Multi-link beam suspension.
The car they don't want you to drive. Tyson is back. Tyson Uncoached is the explosive new video featuring every big fight, every bone-crushing knockout. He's mad. He's back. He's back. Available from all good video stockists now. Word is, you find legal Tazza with your Walker stacks, you win £100,000. Perfect. I need a new medallion.
Swiss roll? Nope. Butter roll? Never. Finger roll? All day, baby. The super smooth statement made by NBA ballers who don't want to flex too hard to show their speed. The key is all in the room. The bigger the flip, the better the speed. As you drive to the hole, you let the ball roll out the palm of your hands, off your fingers, and over into the rim with sweetness. Just like my man Scottie Pippen, Dr. J, and of course the master of the finger rolls, George Iceman Curry. It's the Orlando Magic 66, the Charlotte Hornets 53, and it looks as if the Hornets are in danger of disappearing, Dave.
That right feet feel hot though in the second half. Have a chance. The crowd hasn't given up. I'm not giving up, man. No way.
Well, if Dave believes and the crowd believes, then you've got to believe. I don't think so, but let's go back to the game.
Myers got down inside, had it rejected again. Anderson from Dennis Scott. Dennis Scott's assisted Nick on 2 of his 4 3-pointers here tonight.
Well, Nick has that bad shoulder, and if they do find something in the MRI they do on his shoulder tomorrow, they might want to hide it and keep playing because he's having a good game. Looks like he's not bothering his shooting at all.
Inside to Larry Johnson. That was a nice dish from Glenn Rice. A couple of usual scorers with assists back-to-back there, and it's Orlando by 11. Yeah, this 5 on the floor for Orlando, I agree with you. You've got to... maybe Chicago's defense makes up, but offensively, this is certainly the best 5 starting from the NBA, I agree with you. Anderson?
Well, you may have the best point guard, one of the top 2 centers in the game, who will eventually be the best center in the league. You have an all-star power forward who's 3 championship rings. We've already said Nick Anderson, in my mind, is the 5th best. You think he's the 4th best 2 guard. And Dennis Scott, one of the best perimeter shooters to complement all that in the game.
And the most the best perimeter shooter. Knocked out on by Geiger, 9 on the shot clock. Asked him if he thought the point guard at Georgia Tech, Stephon Marbury, was going to come out after his freshman year. He said he's better than Shaquille throws it hard off net. Everybody's kind of been waiting for some fireworks. You remember that Geiger hacked Shaquille in preseason, aiding him in breaking that thumb, but so far there's nothing near the kind. They were, I don't know if they are now, but they were hangout buddies a little bit. Miami, Horace Grant beat the buzzer.
I mean, that is terrible defense. There's 1 second on the shot clock taking the ball out of bounds, and you let the guy catch the ball and get a good look at a jumper. I just don't understand it.
Orlando by 11. Kenny Anderson with stunner move inside. Geiger's come out here in this 3rd quarter and scored 6 points.
Well, Kenny Anderson had some really good offensive plays around him. He decided to play on the open court.
Ow. What's that, the 3rd dunk for Shaq? We only count his dunks, 14 points, 3 dunks.
He's closing in on 100. I think that's his 95th dunk on the year out of about 380 baskets. So a high percentage of dunks.
I'll keep that stat. You keep that stat?
Oh, I want that stat.
Hardaway on the break. Oh, wave it off. Offensive foul. Pete Myers paid the price and got the reward.
Well, Benny's smiling. He doesn't believe it. He thought that Myers was too far underneath the basket. That's close. That's close. I think he is too far. You're supposed to be at least out to the block, up to the college lane, at least to accept that charge.
I think it confuses the official with all that crisscross stuff in the lane. What do you think?
The nest,
whatever that is. You know what that is?
The hive?
The yellow brick road?
The beehive.
Okay.
The Hornets hive.
Here's Geiger. Grant went for the steal. Geiger misses the jam. Oh, mercy. 11-point Orlando lead. Lob into Shaquille, who was posted against Kenny Anderson. Hardaway fumbles it, but Horace Grant's there to follow.
Well, I'm still waiting for the Hornets to try to have the Magic in the half court shoot a contested shot. It's difficult when you're outmatched and you have to double at every single position.
Inside to Larry Johnson. Larry for Larry, missed it over Horace Grant. Orlando just toying with Charlotte at the moment, up by 13, halfway through the third quarter. Hardaway gives up the three. Shot clock to 9. That's Myers. He pulls up to the three.
Well, at least it was a contested shot. That's the best defense they played, to cut the shot. You got to tip your hat when Nick Anderson can hit a shot like that.
Biggest lead of the game, 16. Addison defending Dennis Scott. Shaquille singled, now the double. It was actually, that was a 1.5.
I was going to say the same thing. You said Muggsy Bogues down to double team Shaq. You didn't even know he was there. That doesn't make any sense.
Biggest lead of the game by 16, 11:42 remaining. Curry, we've got a few streaks of offense here tonight. Been quiet a while. Move him out of the game. Look at that long-range bomb.
Shot clock was down. He had no choice. He had to get the shot off. The offense is a little bit out of sync that possession.
And Charlotte lives on offense. They average only 2/10 of a point a game less offensively than Orlando. They need on the shot clock. Dennis Scott.
Well, see, that's exactly what Charlotte coaching staff right now is saying not to do. If you're going to double down, you don't leave Dennis Scott. Let Horace Grant shoot, let Anthony Davis shoot, let Brian Shaw shoot, but don't let Dennis Scott shoot the open shot.
It's the ninth triple for Orlando in this game. They've taken 17. Dennis Scott has 12 points, all 4 threes. Oh, misses. Shaquille rebounds. Shaquille has just really had a cruise tonight. He's not been necessary. They went to him early on the double team. They could see easily Charlotte couldn't really defend or rotate on the double, and since then it's been mostly Orlando, and this is the biggest lead of the game, 97-76. 119-96 Orlando. Minute and a half to go. Anderson has 8 triples. Dennis Scott had 8 last night. Remember, Orlando played last night in Philadelphia. Well, they haven't had to play much here.
Now, that was only 2 right there. That was a college move.
All right,
We got mixed up by the Lions.
Okay, I think so. 7 threes for Nick tonight.
I think Nick was glad that he decided to play tonight, though.
Horace Grant, Penny Hardaway. Penny, you already see the left eye there. Penny just on the other side of his very handsome classical nose
As
there.
long as there's no permanent damage,
We're concerned about a commercial career.
then we'll be okay.
Yeah, he's looking all right. You see the little mouse right there? Look at that.
Yeah.
Ow. Thank you, Robert Parrish. Came earlier in the third quarter. Robert's left a few of those burying bodies around the NBA in his years.
Yeah, Robert got Bill Lambier with a couple of intentional amounts.
Yeah. Brooks Thompson in the ball game. David Vaughn trying to post up. The jam. We'll have to live with that at Terry Chapman. Back down to David Vaughn. Vaughn, the rookie from Memphis. 18 merciful seconds remaining here. Charlotte Hornets will now have lost 4 in a row. They lost 3 out of 4 on the road. We're very happy to get back home here. However, they're not going to be happy with this situation. 6 of the next 7 for Charlotte will be here in the Hive, but unless they play better than this, they're going to continue to struggle. They're just getting destroyed on the boards in their 4 losses, and it happened here again tonight, and they gave up 123 points to Orlando while scoring only 97, and you see the look of a very worried coach with not many answers.
Where's the Orlando Magic 123 and the Charlotte Hornets 97? Oh, I must say the fat lady was singing in my ear for most of that game.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a fat lip, man. That's so the Hornets were a little off. There's always next week. I'm going to start a streak then.
Yeah, right. Let's go into the locker rooms.
Fortunately for us, we're very lucky to be playing Orlando tonight. I mean, the way we played tonight, there could have been other teams in the league beat. Orlando's a very good team, and losing to them, maybe it's somewhat acceptable.
What do you think the key was behind the victory?
Well, I think defense started off, and then we started knocking down outside jump shots. Once this team that I'm on starts making jump shots, it's tough to beat us. We're running the basketball and playing tough defense, and it's hard to beat us.
Who were the guys who really hurt you tonight on Orlando?
Well, they all played pretty good. Shay played pretty good. Most of the guys, they have a lot of guys on their team that can really hurt you. I think that they did a whole team effort tonight.
How big was this game in the scheme of the whole season?
It wasn't. We're trying to get on the right track here. We lost 4 in a row. Any game is big right now, so we get a win and change the morale. Change the morale of the team. We really got to punch up defensively and get it together.
This is the best starting 5 in the NBA.
Well, we have to prove it. I mean, Chicago's playing well. Seattle's playing well. We're playing well behind those guys. Utah. We feel we have the best 5, but we have to put it all together and take it all the way. I mean, we don't want to be started as the best 5 and never win anything. I mean, that'll be an injustice for us.
Into Barrow. Gets the shot away. Look at that team as exciting and as unpredictable finish as you're going to see in the NBA.
revolution will be led by Jason Kidd, Jimmy Jackson, Eddie Joe, Joe Smith, and Kevin Garnett. But it will not be followed by postgame personal interviews because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised, and the revolution will not fail. For as it fulfills the unfulfilled promise of Hank Calvin and Fred Wilson, the revolution is about basketball, and basketball is the truth. The drive of your life.
Oh, she's so beautiful. I can't communicate.
Chew Double Mint. You never know when you might need it. Double Mint for minty fresh breath. Remember, it doesn't last forever.
We're about to take you on a musical journey. Are you ready? Let's ride. It's been a while. Yo, Grant. I hear you kind of nice on the keyboard. What's up with that? I went on Letterman last year and played a song. Now everyone thinks I'm a pianist. I always bring my music with me on the road. I've done all kinds of music, and this really helps me relax. Gets my mind a little off the game. Yo, Grant, what kind of music do you bounce to, bro? I like everything. I like every kind of music. I even listen to some classical music. Classical music? Oh, no! I think jazz music probably best describes my game. It's got a certain smoothness to it. I like to think of myself as being kind of smooth out there on the court.
The big showdown in the West saw Magic Johnson back to his old form for the Lakers at home in Houston.
Magic with a spectacular move!
But it was Sam Cassell that stole the limelight with a brilliant performance that won the game for the Rockets. Overshadowed by Magic's shock announcement, but he doesn't want to play for Team 3 in this year's Olympics.
This gives those guys an opportunity to play. And I can sit back and enjoy them playing.
Charles Barkley was the bright light as Phoenix burned Dallas. He scored a game-high 26 points, despite spending most of the game on the bench with foul trouble. Sir Charles reserved his sharpest attack for the referees.
The game was the game, but you had another game going with the officials. What happened? Well, I thought two of them were terrible. I don't care if they find me. Two of them were terrible. Jeff did a good job.
Detroit's Grant Hill, the queen mother of basketball, showed he can play hoops better than the piano with a triple-double against Atlanta. That's double figures in points, assists, and rebounds. The Pistons are on a roll. You can see them next week on NBA Raw. Tallest man in basketball, 7'7" giant George Mirasan shot Washington to victory for the toothless Grizzlies. He says he's still hopeful of landing a part in the Nets bond war. Those Supersonics had to go the extra mile to maintain the record 14-game winning streak. German star Detlef Schrempf was the receiver as Seattle put the Fighting Cavaliers to the sword in double overtime. No such battling in Gotham. The Knicks were caught with their pants down against the LA Clippers. It's a bit of a joke team. Even Billy Crystal supports them.
There are very few of us. We tend to travel in packs. Last year we led the league in triple-doubles. This time there were 3 couples in his hands.
But the Jokers are New York. They tumbled with playoff contention.
There have been some bad losses for the Knicks this season at home, but this, I think, will be the benchmark.
No change for the boys from the Windy City. The Bulls beat Milwaukee. Jordan scored lots of points. Whoa! Dennis Rodman was ejected. Same old story. Utah were lucky to catch Reggie Miller on a bad night. Karl Malone came up trumps for the Jazz as the Pacers were down to a halt. Oh no! Without the rear man Sean Kemp, the Sonics finally get jet lag and lose at Washington. It's their first defeat for the Bullets in 7 years. The NBA's register is ringing again. Charles Barkley is fined $7,500 for calling Sunday's referees terrible. Sir Charles said, "The officials took all my aggression away." Yeah, right. MJ has had many great days, and this was one of them. Troy came to town, and Michael went to town. He beat them on his own. Scored 53 points, the highest by any player this season.
My situation was that everybody else couldn't make a jump shot, so I was relied upon to take a little bit more shots, and I was hitting them quite naturally. And when that happens, as I've said in the past with other players and myself, when you're a rhythm like that, you want to do everything you can to carry the load, and if you're hot, they keep coming to you, and you keep knocking them down.
The headlines might have belonged to Magic Johnson. He lured you over to Sacramento. First he traded buzzer beaters with Michael Smith.
After Michael Smith, he has to throw up a prayer, and he gets it! Oh my! That's a three-pointer! Michael Smith with our early Halloween walk-up. Here's Johnson for 3 to answer. He answers at the horn.
Then he became only the second player in history to make 10,000 assists.
There it is. That's 10,000 assists in a career for Irvin Magic Johnson.
Remember that laughable New York defeat against the Clips? Well, the Knicks owners didn't see the funny side. They fired Coach Don Nelson.
The main reason we made this change was because we didn't feel like the team was responding for whatever reason. And we felt like we needed to go in a new direction. And we also felt like the team needed to play up to its capabilities.
Apparently he didn't get on with star John Starks. Hey guys, nobody gets on with John Starks. It got better in the evening. The Knicks went to Philly, and guess what? They were deep 6 by the worst team in basketball. Time to get on the back phone. John Stockton may look like a bank manager, but he's why the Jazz are hot on the court. If he's not making the assist, he's scoring himself.
Stockton rides all the way in off-bounds, throw it up. There's a goal! Incredible shot by John Stockton.
The Lake Show stormed into the Arizona desert and seized the win in Phoenix. The Suns never came out to play. LA gunslinger Cedric Ceballos grabbed himself 23 points. That's shot by the wily Nick next.
David Robinson, 1995 NBA
Last season, David Robinson won the coveted title as most valuable player. The race for this year's award is hotting up on and off the court. Shaq, angry at being snubbed for the MVP award at the All-Star game, says no way he'll win. His size counts against him. Outside bets on. Call the mailman Malone. It's kind of owed something. And Scottie Pippen, a man destined to remain a bridesmaid as long as his illness is still around. Looks like another title for Michael Jordan. Orlando's running away and hiding in the Atlantic. They're still undefeated at home, have won 6 games in a row. The Knicks, they're in messy seconds. Still no change in the Central. The Bulls have won 6 straight and can't wait for the playoffs to start. The Pacers are in playoff form, and the Pistons are leaving their impression on the rest of the division. The Spurs are still gunning for the Jazz. San Antonio's won 5 straight, but Utah's done 1 better. The Rockets remain close despite all the injuries. Don't forget the Grizzlies. They've lost 10 in a row. The Sonics remain hot with or without Sean Kemp. The Lakers have a slim chance of catching Seattle for the divisional crown. Sacramento, first earlier this season, are battling the Clippers for last place. Well, everyone's gone home, but let's face it, they went at the start of the 4th quarter anyway. But don't worry, because there's more basketball on Channel 4. On Wednesdays at midnight, it's the game of the week on NBA XXL. On Thursdays at 6, NBA 24/7. Music, movies and style, plus the raging Chicago Bulls at Gotham to face the New York Knicks. Then every Sunday, we're back at 11:15 for NBA Raw. So from Charlotte, say goodnight, Dave. What's good about it, man?